Hello, Kishori.
There is one other caller on the call.
Hi, Kishori. Good morning. Hi, Kishori. Good morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning. Good evening for you.
Good evening. Yeah, okay. Okay, as per yesterday, we saw the integration models transactions.
Right, right.
Okay,
Visa integration models. We'll see Visa location product and we'll see the PDS now. And we'll see the ATP categories later and then we'll go into the planning books and data views. Yeah, yesterday we have seen the resource. This is the resource we have seen. So here resource are 4 types: single mixed, multi and multi mixed. Single, here the single mixed or multi mixed means it will be used for both SNP and PPDS. Okay, if it is only single or a multi, then the resource will be used only for the PPDS. But in common, both all the resources will be assigned for PPDS plus SNP, because Ruby projects will be used to both SNP and PPDS. By default, they will send as a single mixed or a multi mixed. How it will come as a single mixed or a single or a multi mixed? There is a setting in ECC. Through that settings, it will come. CFM9. One second. Let me go into this Pro configuration settings. Here, this is a setting. E is used to transfer the data. Resources for material master, for customer vendor. So here for the resources you see, so here the type single resource how it should go, the type multi resource how it should go. Here it is maintained 4 and 5. If it is a single resource, it will go as a 4. It will multi resource, will go as a 5. What is 4 and what is single resource? First for 4 is single mixed resource. Now if you see, it went as a single mixed. It has picked this 4 setting and went as a single mixed. So what is mean by single resource here? Single resource means if you go to the resource, let's go to the resource. In the capacity, the number of individual capacity we have maintained as 1. Means at a time you can use this resource one time only. So in a day, if you have a 23 hours, means the capacity is 23 hours. Total capacity is also 23 hours. If you increase the number of
Kishore, give me a second.
individual
Give me a second, please.
Yeah, please. Sure.
Please continue.
Yeah. So if we increase this number of individual capacity from 1 to any number, then it will pick the second one. Then it will become as a multi-resource.
Multi-resource.
That is not a single resource. Okay, then it will pick this setting. So what is this setting is 5. 5 means multi-mixed resource.
Okay.
Then it will go, instead of as a single mixed, it will go as a multi-mixed. But here one thing is, once you have done this setting, once it is transferred to the AP system, you cannot change this. Now for this resource, if you want to increase from 1 to 2, and if you want to make it as instead of single mixed, if you want to make multi-mix, it is not possible. It will not accept the changes. Only option is to delete the resource in APO and resend again from ECC system. That is only possible. That's why first of all, in the beginning itself, you have to be careful while defining this one array more than one. Let's see if I'll define a new resource with a more than one capacity. Resource 2.
Control key 001. You have to assign the control key as well. Maybe.
Control key 00.
It's no. Open the match code.
Do you have an idea which one you are doing?
PP01. PP01. Sorry.
PP01, right?
Yeah. And text voice notes. Okay. Well, there it's two capacities, but we're gonna take only one. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, class theory, yeah.
Now here if I increase this, so the capacity is increased per day is 115 because this 23 is into multiplies by 5
Yeah.
is equal to 115. So total capacity will become 115 and it can be used for several operations. If it is more than one, then we can take this one so that it can be used for several operations. Now if I'll say this one, yeah, we'll transfer this to API system. CFM1 again. We'll select that model, integration model that we have created yesterday. Resource. So here, instead of one, I will remove and put a star. Then we'll pick all of them. CFM2. I will go to the API system. Here 2. So it has become a multi-mixed because it is more than one individual capacity are assigned. That's why it is coming as a multi-mixed. Okay, so that it can be used for several operations. And here it is valid for the next 180 days and 30 days. This is also defined in the same setting here. Where it is, yeah. This I have to check. Here it has defined as a 365, but still we are getting only 180. That I have to check. And mainly the main thing we have to consider here is the calendar. Okay, the what is this calendar also? It is by default it will assign a 01, but in the 01 the Saturday and Sunday will show as a holidays.
Yeah.
So if you want to make a resource, it should be available for all the days 24/7. Then create a new calendar and assign to the resource.
Okay.
Okay, that you have to take care. This I will check and let you know later. It is showing as a 180. It should come as a 360 because here 365 we have maintained. Okay, and in this same code, in the same setting, what are the other things we need to check is see the material master's change transfer. For the material master change transfer, how it should go? It has maintained as a 2. 2 means transfer immediately. That because of this setting 2 transfer immediately. Whenever we do any changes in the material master, it is immediately transferred into the API system. Yesterday we have changed the procurement type from X to E, then immediately it got transferred. Sorry. So that is because of this setting. If you maintain no transfer array, periodic transfer means through the jobs, shift jobs. If you maintain one, the changes will not go into the API system. It will go only once you do a shift integration models active. But in most of the projects, it will be set as a 2 only, so that any changes to the material master will go into the API system immediately. The same way, settings for the customer, setting for the vendor. It should be same. Immediately transfer for any changes to the customer or vendor also. Okay, that is the thing here. Okay, for the resource also it is showing immediate transfer. So any changes to the resource also will go into immediately, like a calendar or anything like that. Okay, this is the basic settings for transferring this resources and a material master customer or whatever it is. Okay, remember this one. So this is the area whenever you want to do any enhancements or any changes. So you have to come into this path, SAP integration with other SAP other components, and then APO. Then here you will see all the other things, resources, materials. If you have changes, means if you want to influence any data transfer between ECC to APO, if you want any new code, then with ABAPer help will do any enhancements in this one, and then they can influence on transferring the data to the APO system. Okay, just remember the part. Now the resources done. So we'll check PDS. Next is PDS. So before PDS we need a PDS means assigning resources plus work centers. Sorry, this resources plus BOM version altogether will assign in a recipe. That recipe will go into the API system as a PDS. So now we need a first we need a BOM CS01. What are the materials before that? This is the API code. Just want to check what are the materials here. 2320, 2321. So I will create a BOM CS01 for 2320 usage 1. This 2320 we require 2321. Base quantity I'll pick as a 5. I'll say 10 only. The 10 basic quantity we require 10 this component quantity.
Okay.
So it is almost 1:1.
But I think in the header you have to mention what is the base quantity based on what this component engineering. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
You can go to CS02 chain, yes, true.
Yeah.
And the header, yeah. And the base quantity 1 could be 1, think so. It's okay, fine. 10 by 10, yeah.
It's okay, right? Yeah. So the BOM is ready. Version we can directly create on the recipe. So I will go directly to the recipe C201 for 2320 and plan 1000. Yeah, status always should be 4. Four means released. If it is not 4, if it is not released, then it will not transfer into the API system. If the users create just with the AR something, if they only create face or something, then it will not go into the API system. It has to be 4. It should be in a release status. Then yeah. Now we'll users resources. Resource system test 1. This I want to make it as a component material. Zero. Yeah. And the other component operation is 200.
Okay, I think it's great. Oh. Mm,
Yeah. So in this one we'll maintain uptime 1. For the base quantity of 100. And we need to maintain a relationship also. Yeah, it is done. Now version is required. I'll go with version 01.
mhm.
Yeah, bomb I have maintained.
Check,
Just
check, check. Okay. And blue cross.
It's done. Save it. Yeah.
Now,
Recipe is created now.
okay. This version should exist in this material, in that product.
Once again, please. It is there. Yeah. For the bomb and and the component material is this one.
This is the component, but the other one, that one.
Yeah.
220, 2320.
Means this one.
This is 2321. I know. I think this is the 2320. If you see in the MM02, that version you just do it. That should be exist there in that material. That's right. This material.
Yeah. Yes, means this is the finished product and this one is the semi-finished. Yeah. Now version is ready. Also ready.
Okay. It means
I will transfer this to the API system.
PDS include the resource and bill of material.
Right, and version.
And version. Okay.
Yeah. Now we'll transfer through CF1 again. Here PDS. Here two types of PDS we require. One is SNP PDS array and a PPDS PDS. You need to generally transfer both. Even though you are using only SNP, still you require a PPDS PDS.
Okay.
Because when an planned order is created, it will pick a SNP PDS. But once the planned order is converted into a process order or a production order, it will pick only PPDS order. Sorry, it will pick only PPDS PDS. So if the PPDS PDS is not available in APO, then the production order or a process order will not come into the APO system. It will get stuck in ECC itself. That's why we read both PPDS and SNP PDS in APO, even though we configure only for the SNP. So by default, we'll send both of them into the API system. So here I'll pick a PDS. The material here we have is 2320. And here you have option whether it is a PPDS PDS or a SNP PDS. You can restrict the versions if you want to restrict. Yeah, I will pick a PPDS PDS now and save it.
The version contained in that material in the 2320, that version will act like the glue for the materials, bill of materials, and resource.
Yes.
Okay. Execute.
Generate. And go to the CFM2. Yeah, it is done. So now if I check the same in API system in the PDS, we have to reopen. 320. So this is a PPDS PDS. You can identify the usages here, PPDS PDS. How to identify directly while seeing here is, if it is a PPDS PDS, it will show like this, but if it is SNP PDS, it will also add with the S here. Okay, we'll see that one again. Now we'll transfer SNP PDS. CFM again. Here I'll tick for the SNP. Now save it.
Kishori,
Yeah,
can hold, please.
sure.
A question. So in the PDS frame, in the right side, so you select the third radio button, SNAP. Okay. Okay, oh, it's PDS type, and we have I cannot reach what is the description, but I think this PPPDS, and the second is the PPPDS subcon something like this, and the third is the SNAP.
Yeah.
And then SNAP subcontracting, then planning version. Okay, so you select SNAP, the third one. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, for the PPDS generally we'll select this one. For the SNP we'll select for this one, SNP.
Okay.
And if you want to have control on the versions, you can control. If you want to exclude or include any versions, you can do it here.
Okay. This is because we are running SNAP. When PPDS, we should to select the radar button, the first one. Okay. That
yes.
One. Okay.
Yeah. Now I will trigger and generate duration model. Go to the CFM2 and activate it.
Okay, first you create one PDS and then you check in the APO, and then now you're creating another PDS.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay.
Yes.
Start. Okay.
And start. It is done. Now if we check in the APO system, go back. So now we have both SNP and PPDS. SNP, PPDS. SNP stands for like with the S, and PPDS without S.
One question, because I saw you create only one bill of material. The bill of materials is for 2320. Oh, is it? For both. Both are 2320. What is the difference there, please?
Yeah, this SNP PDS will pick SNP orders. This PPDS PDS will pick PPDS orders.
Okay.
Like if you generate in the planning PPDS heuristic, if you run, then it will pick this PPDS PDS. If you run a SNP heuristic, then it will pick this SNP PDS.
Okay. Okay.
Fine. Okay. But even though if you configure only SNP, still we require a PPDS PDS, because once the planned order is converted into a process order, then we pick a PPDS PDS. So that PPDS PDS has to be there in APO. Otherwise, once you convert planned order to process order in AC system, that process order or production order will not come into the APO system until unless we have a PPDS PDS.
Okay.
That's why we will have both. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is the way we'll transfer. And there is another T code we have in ACC, that is called Curto underscore create. URTO underscore CRTE. Curto underscore create. So this will transfer PDS, any changes to the PDS.
Okay.
Okay. So this one also we schedule daily once. We schedule as a background run daily once. So let's see, this is a APO logical system. You have to check, select APO logical system and send this one. So version all the same, whatever you want to control, select this all of them. And here P stands for PPDS, S stands for the SNP PDS. Which transfer you want to transfer into the AP system. So there are two options, either it will go as a detail once again or only changes. If you select this one, it will transfer only changes.
Okay.
You can do a test mode also. Generally we ignore faulty queues. And now if I transfer as a PPDS only for the changes, then it will show no changes. So no transfer relevant data found because there is no changes after we transfer into the AP system. But if you pick as a detailed transfer, not a change transfer, it will again go into the AP system. But there's operation does not have activities. Maybe this is because of the recipe.
If you create any change in that transaction, that object, any resource or bill of material, the previous transaction that you showed me, that will take the changes and you can transfer the.
Yeah, right. Only changes will go into the AP system, or it will again send the pay as a initial transfer.
When finish this activity, can you show me the transaction name that you showed me?
Sure,
Please?
sure.
Okay.
The transaction name is Curto underscore create.
Curto underscore create. Okay. It's only for changes. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, there is some inconsistency. It looks like operations has no activities is showing at a 014, but we do not have any 014 operation in that recipe. I will check this later. Same way you can send the SNP also. S stands for the SNP. It is showing successfully created, but some inconsistency is there. There is no error, but some warnings it is giving. Now if I check again here, the API system after transferring through cut to create, so you can see, yeah, if any changes it will update with the changes and time, date and time.
Okay.
Here I do not see, but it will be there here. So you can go and check what is inside of this PDS also. Same how you see in the recipe. These are the operations and sub operations is this one. Yeah, there is a only 210 is coming. There is a small issue is there. I think so, because only recipe 2 resource only test 2 is coming, not 1.
Okay, let's go to the master receipt. You use the master receipt or you use task list? Oh, master receipt. You create receipt.
Yeah.
Well,
But
for me that would be more simple if you use task list instead of master
okay.
receipt. But it's okay. Okay, let's see.
Is that fine? This resource, this relationship.
So
Resource.
How many operation you set for that receipt? Two operations.
Only 2.
2 operations. Okay.
We have to maintain the same. Okay, now I guess.
Okay, let's do that.
See.
Let's do that. For this. Okay.
Some small.
Can we continue with only one operation, or we need two operations?
Yeah. Yes. No, actually we need 2 operations, but no, it's just example. What you can do, but either 1 or 2 is also fine. But some actually it should go as per the settings we have done here. It should go both SM test 1 plus SM test 2, but only SM test 2 is going to the API system. There could be some small issue that I will check and clarify by tomorrow session. Okay, you don't need to stop here. Yeah, is that fine?
Yeah. See, 1 second, please. Can you back to the receipt, please?
Receipt?
Yeah.
Okay. This one?
Yeah. Okay. So I don't remember, but select the second one, please. The operation level.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I don't know if sub operation or operation. But let's try with operation, and then if you see there is a toolbar on the bottom part of the screen, in the other screen.
Where?
In the other
I will
screen.
give you the control.
The previous one. I think it's the previous one.
This one, general data?
The no, where the operation. Go to the operation. That's right. Okay, select 2 operations. I cannot remember which operation, but let's try it. Okay, 2 operations. Select the other one.
This one?
Okay, if you select the
this one?
No, if you select sub operation. Okay, that's right. Now let's go to the toolbar in the bottom part of the screen. and there is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 icon from
This one.
that's right. Click on it. 13. Okay, on the material components are linked to the stage. Let's see from material components. The material component tab strip. We don't have any material component for why not? Why we don't have a material? Okay, well. We have 2320 is the father. Is that correct?
Yes, right.
And the son is the 2321. Because I saw we got there because this okay, let's go to the version. Click on the version, please. Click on the version. We have detailed planning, task list, and group, and one, and we have alternative. We have two both usage. We have only one alternative. It's okay. It looks fine. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe cancel that dialog, please. There should exist a component here.
Yeah,
but I'm not
correct.
sure why, because I'm pretty sure that it was there when you were created, but
maybe
okay.
Is there any issue in the relationship?
No, the relationship is okay because it's only the operation level, and that will be changed. That is okay because the link is the critical part. Okay, let's go to the general data. Let's review. Let's gonna check from the beginning. Okay, when is a PP01. Okay, PP01 is for control, and I don't know if that have to do because it's not for process industry, because the recipe is for process industry. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know for what is critical for the SIF, but that control key belongs to the other manufacturing type. This is for process industry, and that should be PP03 or something like this, but I don't know. And what else? And okay, let's click on the second, please. Second tab, standard values. And the standard value we have, okay, is the base quantity. Check quantity is okay. Resource, okay. Let's see good. Okay, and user field. Tab strip. No, it's nothing like that. Process instruction. No, not instruction. That's those material components. Okay, no. Back to the operation. Let me see what resource we have in the operation assigned. I think we have the same resource. Is that the same resource?
No, it is two different resources.
Two different resources. You create two resources.
Yeah, I created two resources.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, why brought only one operation? Is a good question.
Is there any? We'll see. Is there any issue in the resource test one? That I will check here.
What resource were transferred and the see if we are gonna use one resource that does not exist in APO, but we include in one PDS, maybe that resource should be transferred before to APO before we create the PDS.
I find one thing. Let's see.
Because I believe
Yes.
to see that you transfer only one resource.
Yes. Yeah. Now we got it. Here in the resource, I have not assigned any scheduling now till now. Just now I assigned this formula and this one.
Okay.
That's why
Maybe.
it was not transferred.
Okay.
So now if you see in the PDS, it transferred fine for the SNP.
I got a question, Kishori. So before we create PDS, before transfer to PDS, the results we are going to include in that PDS, so that should be transferred before in the separate integration model.
Right, exactly. But here, if you see the previous setting, if you observe, resources we have set as an immediate transfer.
Yeah.
So whenever we do any changes to the resource, it will immediately transfer to the API system. So no need to transfer resources again when you do any changes.
Okay, well, let's try again.
Yeah, now we'll transfer PDS. So you want me to transfer resource? What you are? I'm saying it is not required because we have set as a immediate transfer. So whenever we do any changes to the resource, it will transfer immediately.
Okay.
So if you check now the resources, test 1, we have done changes. Okay, it is not showing.
Test 1
that as a,
does exist.
Yeah.
But not test 2.
No, we have not done any changes to the test. Oh.
What is there?
Yeah, this test 2 is showing us. Yeah, today that we have created, that's why it is showing us it's 21, but it is indicating no changes transferred. I believe the changes that is maybe that is not required. The capacity is whatever we have defined in the resources, but it is accepting in the PDS. So if we transfer this PPDS and let's see the PDS in APO have transferred. If you see the PDS again 2320, now I'm sure that we'll see both the resources here. Yeah, previously only one operations we have seen. Now if you see both, so we can see both the resources. Because of that first resource, we have not assigned a scheduling tab. We have not defined anything in the scheduling tab. It was not coming to the API system. You got it, Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we got both of them. So remember this cut to create. So whenever we do any changes or anything, if you want to transfer the PDS, we'll transfer through cut to create only. But the dependency is for the cut to create, the material should be active in the integration model. Then only the PDS will go. If I want to transfer 2021, we do not have any. It will show no production versions exist. Okay, no, there is no production version. That is fine. But
This
even
is
though
correct.
if you have also, it will not send.
Yeah.
It will show that no integration model exists.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, that material should be active in the integration model for the PDS. Then only it will go. The changes or a initial transfer will be transferred to the API system. Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now what?
So
we are gonna transfer again the old PDS to include
No.
the second operation.
It's already transferred. Now you can able to see second operation also in the PDS.
Okay. Okay.
You can able to see both of them. See operations. Sorry. Here
Okay.
you can able to see both the resources, test 1 and test 2. This is test 2. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we have a location 1000, product 2320, 2321, and we have a resources, we have a PDS in APO. Okay, but here for the location products we can transfer a plant location product and a warehouse location product, but we cannot transfer a ship to party product from ECC to APO system. You can create a ship to party and transfer into the APO system, but you cannot assign product to the ship to party while transferring from ECC to APO system. You cannot transfer a product and a ship to party from ECC to APO because we do not have any configuration with the ship to party plus product in ECC system.
Okay.
So when we want to deal with the ship to party level, once the ship to parties are transferred into the APO system, we have to assign to a product manually. We have to assign that ship to parties manually here. So example, if we have created this cust 70 and cust 80 in APO system. So now if you want to assign that to the product 2320 or 2321, we have to assign manually. Because these combinations will not be there in ECC system. We have only in APO. So that's why we have to create manually. But if you have to create a bulk in the project with some 10,000 or 40,000, 50,000 combinations, then you can go every time manually coming here and creating. So what we'll do is we'll take a buffer help and they will maybe write a program to upload from Excel sheet or like that
Okay.
for maintaining some mandatory settings. And then once we upload that through that ZT code, then it will be created automatically.
Okay.
So for the time being, I will create manually. The procurement type is F. I will maintain. Save this. And 21 also is not required, only for the customers 80 also. I'll select create. And assign to a model again. Yeah, now it is ready. And I have created a locations ship to party location assigned to your products manually, and we can go for the transportation lanes, create between this 1000 and ship to party level. Start location is the supplying plant, that is 1000, and destination is customer 70. Go for create. Select this new entry. You can go with the individual product or all products together. I'll go with all products and give the date and time. date. And press yes. And select a means of transport. How we want to transfer between these two locations. I will select the truck. Duration also. Distance, for example 500 kilometers, and then hours, 24 hours. Selected. Yeah. And save. Same way you can create for the customer 80, link between 1000 and customer 80. Create. T8 hours. Yeah. Now the T lanes are ready. So now all the master data is ready now. So we have created a locations and a product location. Then next we created a resource and a PDS. Okay, the transportation lanes. These are all ready. So for today's schedule we have categories also. ATP categories, this will see there are categories available in APO system. By default, a system will assign categories. Means for every transaction data, one category will be assigned. Through that category only SNP will recognize what kind of that order it is.
What kind of what? Sorry.
By default, yeah. If it is a planned order, some category will be there, and if it is a production order, another category is there.
Okay.
So through that only SNP will identify what is the order, whether it's a sales order or whether it's a production order. So categories in ACS in SPRO are automatically defined. Here you can see. While going through the heuristic or planning, we will see in detail about these categories. But as of now, the path is this one. So these are the categories. So for the forecast, it is assigned AF1. This is a category group. Inside of that one, you can see the categories. Go inside AF1. It is FC is assigned. What is FC means? You can press F4 and see. Okay, these are the categories. Now here it is assigned FC. FC means forecast. Like that, these are the categories which are standard categories which are available in APO. So whenever any order comes from the ECC or whenever any order creates in APO, it will pick these categories automatically. When you create a planned order, it will pick this one. This is for the PPDS planned order. Like that SNP planned order, we have separate category. So these are all standard one. Automatically it will pick when you create an orders. Or when the order is coming from ECC, automatically it will pick these orders, these categories. Okay, we'll discuss this in detail when we go technically on the planning.
Okay.
Okay, that time you'll understand in a better way. Okay, is that fine?
Yeah, it's okay for me. I think it's okay.
Yeah. So we'll see tomorrow again on the next
Okay.
year.
Okay.
So
Same
we came
hour.
till here.
Okay.
We'll see the planning books and data views, and then we'll see there is a topic is not given here, that transferring the data from APO on demand planning to SNP we'll see.
Okay. Release forecasting. Okay, that's perfect for me. Yeah, that's perfect for me. Okay, then today we saw integration models and location, products, transportation lane, PDS. Okay, and ATP categories is until planning. Okay, tomorrow we're gonna see interactive planning book. So definition, key figures, planning book, the data views.
Yes.
And release. Okay, fine. Okay. Well.
So see you tomorrow same time.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.